Rain fell in sheets over the city of New York, turning the streets into rivers of light from neon signs and passing cars. Inside the exclusive Crown and Gavel restaurant, located on the 28th floor of a skyscraper, the air was thick with silence. Not because it was quiet, because everyone knew who was about to walk in. Alexander Whitmore, the billionaire CEO of Nextech Industries, entered like a storm. His tailored suit, designer shoes, and cold expression made him look like a king walking into his own kingdom. He sat at the most expensive table, ordered a glass of vintage wine, and looked around with disdain, as if the entire room was beneath him. No one noticed the man standing behind the bar, wiping down glasses with a cloth that had seen better days. His name was Marcus Johnson, black waiter in his late 30s. He wore a crisp white shirt and black pants. The sleeves were slightly frayed, and his shoes had a small tear near the heel. Marcus wasn't just any waiter. He was a former engineer who once worked for NASA. After being wrongfully accused of sabotage, he lost everything. Now, he survived by serving drinks to people who looked down on him. When Alexander ordered his wine, he didn't say please or thank you. Instead, he snapped, "Bring me the 2015 Bordeaux. And hurry up. I don't have time for your slow service." Marcus didn't flinch. He nodded politely and walked to the wine cellar. As he returned, he saw Alexander staring at his phone. A message from a rival company offering $400 million to buy his business. Alexander smiled and laughed out loud. A laugh that echoed through the quiet dining room. Marcus placed the wine on the table. "Here's your wine, sir," he said softly. Alexander looked up, scowling. "You're not even supposed to talk unless I ask you to. Why do you have a tattoo on your hand? Looks like something from a prison." Marcus paused. He looked at his left hand. Small inked design of a bird flying toward the sun. "It's a phoenix. I got it when I lost my job. It means rebirth." "Rebirth? You're a waiter now. That's your rebirth?" Pathetic. The other diners glanced over. Some whispered. Few stared. Marcus felt the heat rise in his face. He didn't lower his head. He simply said, "Sir, I'm here to serve you. I'll leave you to your phone." He turned and walked away. Alexander wasn't done. He called the manager. "Get this man off my table. I don't want him serving me. He looks like a criminal." The manager hesitated. "No, Mr. Whitmore, Marcus is our top server. He has perfect ratings." "Perfect ratings? He's a disgrace. Get him out." Marcus stood there, silent. His hands trembled. But then, he took a deep breath and said, "I'm not leaving until I've served every guest at this table." The manager stepped back. "You can't do that. You're being fired." Marcus smiled faintly. "Then fire me, but I'll finish my shift first." He walked to the next table and began serving. One by one, guests noticed. The woman whispered, "That man is so calm." The businessman nodded. "He doesn't deserve this." Then, someone else entered the restaurant. Mr. Daniel Carter, the billionaire founder of Carter Global, known not only for his wealth, but also for his sharp eye for talent. He sat at a corner table and watched the scene unfold. When Marcus finished serving the last guest, he walked past Daniel Carter's table. "Thank you," Daniel said quietly. Marcus blinked. "For what, sir?" "For standing your ground. Most people would have caved. But you didn't. That takes courage." Marcus smiled. "Just doing my job." Daniel leaned forward. "Tell me, Marcus, what did you do before you became a waiter?" Marcus hesitated and said, "I was an aerospace engineer, worked on Mars missions." Daniel froze. "You're joking." "No, sir. I was fired after a false accusation. I lost my home, my savings, and my reputation." Daniel stared at him. "You still come to work every day, wearing a uniform that's too small, serving people who mock you?" "Yes, sir, because I believe in dignity, even when no one sees it." Daniel stood up. "Come with me." He led Marcus to a private office. There, he opened a laptop and showed him a video, a recording of Marcus's interaction with Alexander Whitmore. This went viral. Hundreds of thousands watched it. They saw a man who refused to be broken, and they loved him. Marcus looked shocked. Why are you showing me this? Because I want you to join my company. We're building a new space program. We need engineers like you. Brilliant, resilient, and fearless. Marcus stared. You're serious? Absolutely. Your story isn't just inspiring. It's proof that talent doesn't care about skin color, money, or status. It just wants to be seen. Marcus wiped a tear from his eye. Thank you, sir. No, Daniel said. Thank you. You taught me that greatness isn't measured by how much you have, by how much you endure. Months later, Marcus stood on the launch pad of a rocket named Phoenix 1, named after his tattoo. He was now the lead engineer of Carter Global's new mission to Mars. As the rocket lifted off, he looked up at the sky and whispered, "Every person who ever told me I wasn't good enough, this is for you." And somewhere in New York, Alexander Whitmore sat alone in his empty office, watching the news. On screen, Marcus was being interviewed. A man who had been judged by his clothes, his race, and his past had risen above it all. Alexander realized something terrible. He had destroyed a genius with his prejudice. And now, that same genius was changing the world. Final irony? Marcus never sought revenge. He just kept working quietly, respectfully, and with unwavering dignity. And that was the greatest victory of all. Marcus's story reminds us, no matter how much the world tries to break you, dignity and resilience will always rise above hate. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs hope today. Subscribe for more stories that prove greatness is born not from privilege, but from perseverance. Because sometimes quietest victories are the loudest of all.